Hello, friends. If you have always wanted to be a part of the Indian Armed Forces, the ADC has always been your dream, even as a dental surgeon, then this is the golden opportunity for you. The Directorate General of Armed Forces Medical Services has released its notification saying that the posts of dental officers is out. The only eligibility criteria is NEET 2025. So if you have put that tick mark in your NEET registration form, then the forms for ADC is out, and today in this session we will discuss all the doubts, all the queries, everything about life of a dental surgeon in the Indian Armed Forces. Alright, we will discuss all the questions around this process. What is ADC? Who can join it? What is the post that you get? What is the application process? What is the selection process? What kind of a job does the army offer you? And what are the future prospects of this career? So let's begin one by one. What is ADC? Basically, ADC stands for Army Dental Corps. Alright, even though it says Army, but when you are a captain or when you are selected into the post, you will be recruited in land and in sea. Alright, you will even be given a foreign posting if required. Alright, so in land also you can be given a peace area, you can be given a metro city, you can be given an interior area, or you can even be given a tension area. I will not describe the tension area. It can be anything. It can be an area with a natural calamity, it can be an area where there is a lot of flood, or it can be a war struck area. So do not think that when you join the army it is always that it's a dental surgeon on war. No, a dental surgeon would be doing dentistry. You would be expected to do the same things that you do in your college, the general dentistry things. If you are an oral surgeon, yes, you will be expected to do a lot of surgeries. If you're a prosthodontist, yes, you will be expected to do a lot of prosthesis along with the general dentistry that is required in your area. You can be posted in the naval officers crew along with the naval officers, helping them in their dental needs. You can be posted in the foreign countries, anywhere where the Indian Army is going, and you may be needed to serve there. It's a very, very thrilling and challenging career. If you are ready to move from one city to another within few days, if you are ready to keep yourself fit throughout your career in the ADC, if you are ready to take challenges and do not mind changing your post, changing your place, it's a beautiful career opportunity, excellent salaries, excellent perks. They say that whatever you earn in the army is your saving. The army takes care of everything around your social needs, your family needs, education of your children, your health needs, your grocery needs. Everything is taken care of by the army. So this is Army Dental Corps. Basically, it is a service. It's a short service commission program. It's a short service commission. What is short service commission? Short service commission means it's a 5 plus 5 plus 4. It's a 14-year job. Alright. If you want, you can be a part of the army permanently. Okay. So in your first term, which is the first 5 years of your service, in the second year, you may be given an opportunity to join the permanent commission. The permanent commission. What is permanent commission? Permanently, you can be a member of the Indian Army. Alright. So you have that opportunity in the second year of your service. If you take that, it's an exam. It's an exam based and an interview based. And how your conduct is within the army. All those things will decide whether you are a permanently commissioned officer or you are a short service commissioned officer. If you stay in the SSC, you will be serving for 5 years. You can be, re-promoted to another 5 years and another 4 years. So 14 years of your life you can stay in the Indian Army. Alright? Or you can be a part of the permanent commission. Now, who takes care of all this? The Directorate General of the Armed Forces Medical Services is a proper body. It's a very well functioning body who takes care of all the exams, all the interviews, all the selection process, the medical test, everything is by the DG AFMS. Alright? Another very important thing is Army also gives you the opportunity to do PG. Okay? Army recruits both BDS and MDS. Alright, we'll come to this. The second thing, that who can join. So both BDS and MDS can join through the single exam, which is the latest NEET exam. For this year, it is NEET 2025. So don't think that if you have done MDS 5 years back, you can just go in for the interview. No, you will have to give the latest NEET exam again, have a good score, and based on that score, you will be shortlisted for the interview. Now, the cutoff is different every year depending on the exam. This year's cutoff is not yet out. We are expecting that by 18th August, the cutoff scores will be out, and the NEET will take out a list of candidates who are eligible for interview. Alright. So very important is both BDS and MDS. And do not think that MDS is given priority. BDS is the priority for Army for two reasons. First, they need general dentists. They need people who can do everything very, very efficiently. Alright. Plus, there are PG seats within the Army. So there are two colleges in India, which is the AFMC Pune and the ACDS Sikandrabad. So they have special MDS seats only for the Army SSC candidates, the candidates who are the Short Service Commission officers in the Army, Armed Forces Medical College Pune and the Sikandrabad College has special seats. So Army has to fill these seats. Now an MDS cannot fill these seats. They need a BDS surgeon to fill these seats of post-graduation in these two colleges. And believe me, there is no dearth of patients. There's a full plethora of all kinds of cases that you will be seeing in these colleges and even in recruitment in different places in the Army. Alright, so anybody who is 45 years of age, less than 45 years of age, you can join the Indian Armed Forces. Alright, so the criteria is you should be having a valid BDS degree or an MDS degree. You should have given your NEET 2025 exam. Your age should be less than 45 years and you should be registered with the Dental Council of India, either directly through the Central Dental Council or the State Dental Council. Any registration is fine. Alright, so this is the only criteria. If you have this, you can join. All the new students who have this dream of joining the Army but have not yet qualified or not yet eligible for 2026 exam, again the process remains the same. You can give the NEET and be a part of the Armed Forces. Alright, so that is the second thing, who can join. Now what will be your post? Okay, so what will be your rank? The ranks that Army gives to the dental surgeons is exactly the same ranks that the other commissioned officers in the Army get. Alright, so you will begin your career as a captain. Whether you are a BDS or you are an MDS, you will begin your career as a captain. Okay, the promotion to the higher rank happens faster if you are an MDS. Otherwise, if a BDS, after 4 years, you will be going to the the other ranks. After captain, you will be a major. After major, you will be a lieutenant colonel. You will be a colonel, then a brigadier, and so on. You can be a major general, a lieutenant general, if you stay back. Alright, so the same hierarchy of ranks, the same batches, the same stars you will be getting as a dental surgeon that a normal commissioned officer in the Armed Forces gets. Alright. Now what is the application process? Now on 18th of August, the Directorate General of Armed Forces Medical Services is going to release its proper notification wherein it's going to give you the rules, regulations, everything. All right. Basically, it's a 3-step application process. Firstly, you should have given the NEET 2025, and during form filling, there is a tick mark that whether you want to join the ADC or not. All right, so that list goes to the ADC. The people who have put a tick mark, that list will go to the ADC. From that, they will shortlist candidates. Shortlisting happens on the basis of top score. They definitely want good, intelligent, hardworking people who have got a good score in the NEET MDS 2025, and they will shortlist, and then they will put a kind of a cutoff that, okay, above this we have taken the people. Also understand that if there are X number of seats, they will not call X number of candidates. They will always call 3 to 4 times the number of candidates that are required. All right, because they will screen some in the interview, they will screen some in the medical examination. All right, so 3 or 4 times extra candidates are called for the interview. So doesn't mean that only if you are in the top 100 ranks you will be selected. No, even the lower ranks have a very good chance of selection. Lower scores have a very good chance of selection, but shouldn't be like very, very low. Among the top scores, but even if you are slightly on the lower side and you're a smart person, you're good in your performance in the interview, please apply for the ADC. All right. So that's the application process. The details about it will come out very, very soon. Now, what is the selection process? The selection process is quite fair even for the civilians, okay? I mean, there's a misconception that the army always prefers the army background people, and, they always choose people who have fathers or grandfathers in the army. That might be true, but not here. Not in the Short Service Commission. It's quite fair and straight. First is your NEET. And NEET is a very square, fair exam. NEET 2025 score is the first criteria. Okay. If you have qualified the exam, you can be eligible in the application. All right. Second is the interview. Now, the interview is a very, very serious interview. You cannot take it lightly. It's an interview where you will be checked for your aptitude. Like, how you answer a question, how your body language is, how your personality is, how you are responding to a situation, your knowledge. You may be confident, but you may be wrong. And that's not right. Right? You have to be confident and you have to be correct. Because when you are serving in an emergency, you have to have the presence of mind. Okay? And you have to have the knowledge. You can't treat wrong in an emergency situation. And that's what the army needs to know. Whether you have the presence of mind along with the knowledge, the skills of taking care of a patient's dental needs when it is required. Alright, so knowledge, aptitude, and your general, kind of demeanor, your presence of mind, your, the kind of answers you give in the interview. Okay. That's very, very important. Third is the medical test. Don't think that medical test is just for, ruling in or ruling out a disease. If you are obese, if you have dental caries, if your nails are not proper, if your hair is not proper, everything, even dandruff is a disease. All right. So do not take your body lightly. Take it very, very seriously. Look at every part of your body. See if there is a problem. Of course, you'll not go and get x-rays of every organ done. But broadly, you should be a fit person. Alright. If you Google down, you will see all the criteria that the army lists out from the last years. That, what are the criteria of being fit for the medical, for the army. So you can go through that criteria. You can see if you are fitting into that or not. And you can work towards it. Most of them are, kind of lifestyle disorders. So you can start working towards it. You can start working on your weight, on your posture, on your body language, on your speaking skills, on your communication skills from today, if you are being, kind of getting ready for the interview and the medical test. All right. So this is the selection process. Next, we come to the job type. What kind of a job does the army give you? So like I've said earlier, it's a transferable job, but with all the perks that a normal army, a commissioned officer gets. Okay. If you are married, and if both you and your partner are in the army, you will be given a posting together. I mean, it's preferred and it's tried by the army that you are given the commission, the postings together. All right. As far as possible, they try. Okay. Yes, it is a transferable job. You will be given from one posting to another. It's a thrilling and a challenging job because you can be posted with the ship in the army, in the navy for a long time. There can be seasickness, but a part of your job will be difficult. Most of the times, you will be posted on land, you'll be posted on peace areas, but you will be prepared for every kind of emergencies. Okay, you will be given a good training, you will be given a proper training during the job. And when I say training, it includes all kinds of trainings. Even the weapon training is given. This training is revised regularly, very very regularly. You are revised with the trainings. That ऐसा नहीं है कि starting में they teach you and then you forget. You are revised with those trainings. You are supposed to be fit throughout your 14 years career so that you are always alert and ready. A lot of us, kind of fear that, this is a training and this kind of training and it's rigorous. Actually, it's not fearsome. If you like fitness, if you like to be mentally and physically strong, it's a very good job for you. If you do not mind getting transferred from one place to another, it's an excellent job opportunity. It itself keeps your body and your mind very, very fit. Challenges are there in every job. Even if you start your own clinic, you will have challenges. Even if you start working in somebody else's clinic, you will have challenges. So challenges are there in every job. And this is a beautiful challenge that can be taken. All right. So if you're okay with the transferable jobs and you want to relish the perks of the armed forces, this job is for you. All right. The last question that comes to students' mind most often is, what are the future career prospects? All right. Now that's a very valid question because it's only a short service commission. All right. You will get to enjoy the dental mess. You will get to enjoy all the perks. But what after 14 years? So let me tell you, first thing is you have the opportunity for permanent commission. Like I've already told you, in the second year of your job, you will be asked a question whether you want to join the army permanently. So you can give that exam and you can be a part of the army permanently also. All right. Second is you will be a box of knowledge. The kind of exposure and skills that army gives you, the kind of cases that you come across. Okay, I have a friend who is an oral surgeon who is there in the army and he's taken out, I think, 500 times more, foreign bodies and gun pellets and everything than probably we've done in AIMS. So much more exposure, much more skill evolvement. And after that, you can be handpicked by so many corporates. If I give you a simple example, there are many chains of dental clinics across the country now who handpick people from the army. All right, I will not want to take names, but a lot of chains of dental clinics who are looking for people from the ADC, from the Short Service Commission, very good ranks, very good posts, and they give you direct job recruitment. All right, you will anyways have so much skill that you can start your own practice or you can even join a big corporate chain in the practice. Okay, so these are the future career prospects. Recently, the State Public Service Commission and the Union Public Service Commission also takes out many jobs. All right, they take out the dental officers' jobs. Right, so you can even give these exams and clear the exams and be a part of the State Public Service Commission or the Union Public Service Commission. Very recently, there has been a UPSC post for the dentists, for the dental surgeons, which you can fill and you can be posted in any of the government hospitals of the country. Alright, so there are a lot of government job opportunities, there are a lot of private job opportunities, but after all, you are the person who are making your career, but there are no less future career prospects. So, if you want to have that uniform, if you want to have those badges, the Army Dental Corps is here. It's giving out job opportunities. Please avail it. If you have given NEET 2025, please take this opportunity. At least try. You may or may not join, but at least take the interview and see how it goes. Alright? Still, if you have any doubts, we are here at DBMCI MDS eGurukul to help you clear the NEET 2026, to help you through the interview process and to guide you what it takes to be a part of the ADC. Alright, you can connect with me through MDS, DBMCI MDS Telegram groups or on Facebook and Instagram. Don't settle, don't stop. If you have any doubts, please connect with us. Thank you so much.